Okay gang, I'm going to take a moment to show you guys the first Atheran or Atheran, however you want to say it, kit I bought as a child with my very first layout. Alright, here it is gang. This is the Mobligas 3-dome tanker that I purchased probably 1982 that is. And the reason why I bought a tanker is because at the time I didn't have any tankers. All I had was box cars, flat cars, gondolas, and hoppers. And I've mentioned in other videos that the town I live in, there's no hobby stores close by at all. But back in the 80s, there was one that specialized at that time primarily in trains. It was after Christmas, and my mom had found out that there was a hobby store, so she actually was going to go grocery shopping on a Saturday, so she just dropped me off, and I walked into this hobby store, and I stayed there until she came to pick me up. The owner of the hobby store was one of the best people I have met pertaining to a hobby. He took time, he explained things to me, how to do things with an HO layout, and talked to me about the cars. Now granted, it was after Christmas and his stock was slim, and he had a layout and he had a Mobligas tanker car, but I think it was a single dome tanker car if I recall correct. And I really liked it. I liked the colors. At the time I didn't know what Mobligas was. My thinking back then was it was just a tanker car owned by a company that leased them out to railroads or petroleum companies. Well, then I found out, hey, this is Mobil Oil. But again, you know, like I said, I was a young kid when I got this. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I had to rebuild this car. When I dug it out of the box, it was in bad shape. I remember it flying off the table in the crash. The couplers are KD style, but what the bar on the bottom that holds them to the chassis, one end snapped off, so you could only have one coupler on it. And there was another problem with the chassis that I should have looked at it a little bit more detail, but the body sat crooked. And it used to never do that, but it just sat crooked after it fell off the table. I don't know if the body was broke or what. So it pretty much was on sidings and just sat around on different layouts, and then it got packed up. Well, I've posted videos about my plans to build a HO layout, and I've got one section mocked up, and I got to do the other two sections before I could lay my foam board, but here I go rambling. I desperately wanted to get this car back on the layout, so I already knew I was going to have to change the truck, so I was going to have to change the couplers. But when I opened the box back up, as I previously stated, there was a lot of damage to the car, so I was trying to find just the parts I needed, and to get the pieces I needed, one piece was going to be like almost $11. So I skimmed through eBay and found another Atheran car with a second car tank, and there was both tankers. They came in the mail today, so I stripped the one Atheran car and basically what I did, I just swapped the tank, you know, because mine was missing everything. Brake wheel gone, like I said, it was damaged. It was just in bad shape, but I had to have this back on my layout. Now I feel bad because I stripped another tanker car I never owned before, but I've stripped it, so I'm gonna keep an eye out. Maybe I can find another Atheran that's in horrible condition, and then get the parts off it and fix that other one. That's an idea. It's not a goal, but if it happens, it happens. But this was my very first Atheran kit, and it will stay with me. Even if I was to get rid of everything else pertaining to my HO scale trains, this car will stay with me. Now, over the years, of course, the metal, the ladder and the side railings are original to this car. but it's not showing up that good, but there is faint rust on it. I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to leave them on there. I need to change the wheels, or the axles that is, not wheels, and put some metal wheels on there. I got a set. I got a whole bunch of them. I just haven't done it yet. And I can't wait to put this back on the track. I haven't done that yet. That's next. Alright, and here's a little bonus. I don't know how many people recognize what this is or anything about it. This is made by Bachman, and it's a track tester. And it used to have decals on the side. I thought it said track tester or something. Both decals are gone. It is a Ford Econoline van, thank goodness. It's got a sunroof on it with a canvas top, and the canvas is pushed back. I remember when I bought this, I could not wait to put it on my track. So I put it on the track, power it up, and it didn't move. Put my finger on it, it took off. Took my finger off, it stopped. This was when it was brand new. I unpacked it a weekend ago. Could not wait. Cleaned the contact wheels up, put it on the track, did not move. Put my finger on it, took off. As long as I kept my finger on it, it ran. Once you took your finger off of it, it stopped. Horrible from the beginning. Alright, there's your view from the front. Even though it was a 70s van, it has square headlights, like it's been a customized track work van. But if I recall correctly, if the lights lit up, the track was good and clean. And again, it never worked good unless you kept your finger on it. And that took a lot of fun out of having this little van. The shot of the back looks just like an old Ford Econoline van. And there's your shot of the bottom. Contact, little motor there. Like I said, it works. Just works about as bad as it did when I first got it. Horribly. And one more little update. I had to order me some of the Bull Frog Snot. And I'll show you why. Even though my layout is nowhere ready to be presented to anyone, I actually set up a little section to where I can make a video of a couple of trains running. Now these are non-DCC, and I really have been enjoying running my old trains on my temporary layout. But I was going to do the Amtrack. I know people love Amtrack, so I put my Amtrack engine on, and it takes off. Then it starts spinning. Well, you know what that means if you're into the model train hobby. The traction bands are gone. One of them just fell off, and the other one was cracked in half. So I got a box of traction bands, and I was going to take and replace them. Well, I can't get the trucks apart. I don't know if they were designed to come apart. I didn't want to force and break anything. So didn't know what to do, so I started looking online, and I saw the Bull Frog Snot. A lot of great reviews. The price was about $21. That included shipping. I found it on eBay for like, I think $18, and most of them was running higher than that. When I say most of them, people who were selling it was selling it for a higher price than $18. So anyway, while I was messing around with the traction bands, somewhere, one of my wire, it's caught. I broke a wire. So my plan is this weekend, I got the solder gun out last night. I'm gonna solder that wire back on. I'm gonna put the Bull Frog Snot on it and see how it works. Cause like I said, these are old. I know now they're not that really great engines, but when I bought them, you know, I paid like, I forget what I paid for this one. I got them on sale when I bought them from like KB Toys or Playland, but most of the time, you know, you could have bought a whole entire train set for what I paid for the engines. And they are heavier and better built than the trains that came with the entire set. Plus, you know, the sentimental, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be running again. Alright gang, basically I did this video to show off my pride for this car. I have all the original pieces. As I said, it had some damage to it. Unfortunately, those things do happen, but at least I still had it, and now it's back together. I just really can't wait to finish up my train table. I got a lot more to do before I could really get going on it. Got some painting to do on some scenery, which I'm not good at all. But you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm not doing it to be the best. I'm just doing it because I miss the hobby. It's a great hobby. It's a fun thing to do. It's just loads of fun. Love it. So gang, hopefully I'll do a follow-up video updating the Bull Frog Snot. I'm not going to do the video showing you when I'm putting it on and all that. I'll just put it on and then see how it runs, and we'll see how I feel about it. And judging by everybody else's reviews, I'm gonna be happy. But that's it for this gang. My Mobligas 3-dome tanker, and I think that the tanker is from the 60s era, maybe plus or minus in the years. I recall as a child seeing 3-dome tankers. I don't pay attention to them anymore. Most of the time they're like single dome tankers that run through my town, unless they're the super long ones, and they've got like a standing pad around the dome, you know, to where this was just, you know, climb up, don't fall off. If you do, good luck kind of mentality. But alright gang, that's it. I just cannot wait to get my layout up and running to where I can start having some fun. Not that I'm not having fun now running all my old DC stuff, because I've built, I shouldn't say built, I've been making some DCC engines. I shouldn't say making, I just repainted them, and I really like them. But getting these things out and running them on that track, it's just, man, it's just been fun. My brother came up, one of my two younger brothers, he came up and he just sat there and he ran them for a while too. He had his favorite, which was a Bachman Burlington Northern, which I have a video of that one as well, just showing the engine and caboose. So I had to put that together and let him run it too. But I only put like 4 cars in the caboose on it because, you know, I just have, right now it's probably about a 8-foot layout at the time. But gang, that's it. I hope this is a good video for you, walking down my memory lane. And that's it for now. Have a great afternoon.